Guys, how you doing? Kingdom Rush Frontiers here, Beresad's Lair. And before I start the game, I want to show you some upgrades here. So here are all my upgrades really fast, just in case you were wondering. And here is my hero room. I use Ulrich, just really quick there. And let's get started. Beresad's Lair on veteran mode, of course, we got veteran mode, so it should be pretty darn intense. So what you want to do is you want to get like a mage tower right over here. I think this is a really good spot for a mage tower. And then just a few other archer towers, just kind of spread out throughout the entire map. As far as going super highly upgraded in, not crossbow forts yet, but at least 3rd tier. And also I want a mage tower on the left side, the far left side over here, because guess what? Myrmidons come right over here really darn soon. And by the way, Myrmidons is supposedly the correct way to say this guy's name right here. Those guys are extremely strong versus arrows, so you definitely have to use some magic against them. So now we have some good solid tower setup. What you have to do is use Ulrich effectively. So yeah, what you want to do is use Ulrich kind of right at the joint area right there where everybody pretty much has to walk through. Ulrich is a very, very good staller tower. I think I like Ulrich just a little bit better than the other guy, like a little bit better than Cronin. So, Rain of Fire right before you send out the next wave. That's the best way to do it. Rain of Fire right there on any single group of guys, wherever you want, as long as it's killing guys, it's going to help you out a bunch. And then also, I got a Necromancy Tower. So the Necromancy Tower is super important, and just keep upgrading your Archer Towers and stuff around the Necromancy Tower. The reason why the Necromancy Tower is so freaking amazing is because every single one of these guys that you kill in the range of the Necromancy Tower turns into a skeleton, which is an extra blocker guy for you. So that's just plain fantastic. We get millions upon billions of skeletons all spread out throughout the entire map, right over there, and help do some extreme stallage and allow a lot of random towers to do a lot of damage, especially artillery, archers, everything, just do a bunch of damage. But I think artillery is probably the most important for this level especially. So anyways, if you're noticing, we have tons and tons of skeletons right now. I mean, there's some of these guys trying to come out right now. These guys are kind of lame. These guys are Blaze Fangs. So the Blaze Fangs just shoot you. And if you actually put some guys next to them, they try and bash people, and they're not insta-kills, but if they shoot you, they are insta-kills. So you have to use your reinforcements sometimes on the Blaze Fangs, but all you need to do is use a couple of little crossbow forts or something like that, and they will easily die. They have some mage power resistance, so you do have to be a little bit careful with that. Now, I went with another Necromancer Tower. I'm not sure if that's the exact best spot for a Necromancer Tower, but I wanted a high-level mage tower over here as well. I felt like it's just going to be billions of skeletons pretty much all across the entire map, and that's definitely going to be helpful, especially because I'm probably going to go with an artillery tower a little bit later. So now here's more Blaze Fangs. What you want to do is, guess what? Oh my god, the dragon just flew away. So when the dragon flies away, all you have to do is click on the gold really, really fast, and you can end up getting 50 gold every single time he flies away. You don't get it until he actually comes back. So that's kind of the weird thing about it. I don't know why they did that, but you don't get it right away. So, oh my goodness. So there's guys coming from the back over here, so instead of just kind of just chilling with the towers we have, sorry about that lag a little bit, it's kind of messed up. But instead of just chilling with what we have, we're going to have to get one arch tower on each side, as well as one barracks on each side. I think the militia towers are kind of important because they help anybody, they stop everybody from getting through, basically. If you ever have, you know, night scales or just brood guards, whatever you have coming out, you definitely want to block them and have everybody die. Now, on the right side over here, I don't have enough money to get a militia tower, so I just put Ulrich over here instead for right now. And of course, I'm just going to keep using my reinforcements just a little bit. I do have a 3rd tier archer tower, which is going to obviously help out quite a bit. Ulrich's going to do some awesome damage and stalling power with his sand warriors. And then instead of actually using my rain of fire kind of at the end of the level on this one, I just use it at the beginning because I don't want any of these guys to get through. Brood guards, even though there's only a few of them, I don't have any towers down there basically at all. So if you rain of fire that, you can actually upgrade your crossbow forts and stuff really fast, and you're pretty much not going to have to worry too much about those guys. And then, you know, I'm just going to move Ulrich right back into the this middle area right here. So there's kind of a lot of guys getting through, so just start upgrading things, whatever you can, whether it's a crossbow fort, whether it's getting another mage tower over here, and I think, you know, a mage tower is probably pretty important because there's a Myrmidon trying to run through. And Myrmidons kill your guys really fast, so just I'll move Ulrich down here, and Ulrich should be... No, I guess he died in time, so it wasn't really that important. Anyways, there's flying guys coming out now, so now Razor Wings and stuff like that. Razor Wings are honestly not hard to kill at all. If you go too heavy artillery in the early rounds, you're definitely going to have some problems with them, but because I went heavy artillery or archer towers and heavy mage towers, boom, shakalaka, no big deal, Razor Wings, and even those Coatzel guys, those guys are, I think that's how you say it. Whatever, those guys are kind of easy to kill too. They're the big giant birds. So they don't even have that much health overall. They're not even a queen bee. They don't even spawn any of those little guys, I don't think. To my knowledge, they don't. But they're just really, really fast. So you just have to be slightly careful with them. Anyways, the Necromancy Towers do a fantastic job. Necromancy Towers do not make skeletons out of all these birds and spiders and things like that. but they do out of every single other little dragon guy. So holy crap, what the heck is this guy? This guy is a darter. So here's the darter, and they just teleport when they're injured, and they're really fast. So really, realistically, all you have to do is have kind of spread out defense, and you should be able to take care of them fairly easily. They do teleport quite often, so that's kind of a problem, but Ulrich's a really good staller, Skeletons are really good stallers, Darters aren't very strong at all, so I think you should be okay with just a few archer towers. And of course, in the very, very back, having those 2 crossbow forts with a couple random guys for stalling is pretty darn important for Darters and Night Scales as well. And of course, this is one of those rounds where you have to be extremely careful because Night Scale, the dragon's flying around, steal the gold, yes, we got the gold. So I think it's 50 gold, but I could be wrong. I could be slightly off of that. It might be 40 gold or something like that. Anyways, if you notice, my crossbow fort's doing a fantastic job. The good thing about the Night Scales and the Darters is they can't actually go invisible like outside of the map and actually make you lose lives while they're invisible. So that's definitely good. So I got an artillery tower now, and the artillery tower is going to help out a lot versus the skeletons, or help out with killing guys because of the skeletons and all that stuff. But I think what I want to do is probably get a battle mecha pretty soon here. Dwarfs on this level, they're okay, but I think battle mecha is definitely more important because you know why? Because of wasp missiles. So if you notice my upgrades, I actually switched them up just a little bit compared to the last level. Oh man, this is total lag right there. Our rain of fire right in the middle there, and of course, don't ever forget about those. There's a few guys trying to get through over here, so I just upgraded all these guys to a Templar. And we did take care of them fairly easily. You know, if you got to move Ulrich around, feel free. Feel free to move him around. Every game's going to be different. You can't do this exact same every single time. But I think Templars are kind of important in the back because Templars are not only going to be awesome stallers, they're also going to kill guys just a little bit. You know, your crossbow fort can't kill everybody, especially if there's like 4 or 5 Night Scales trying to get through at the same time. So if you use a couple of reinforcements, use a couple of your Templars, you should be okay. And what I'm going to do is just get more artillery upgrades. So we got some extreme artillery upgrades. The dragon just flew away, so bam, I just got a bunch of gold right there. Freaking awesome. Sweet action. And now, what do I want to do? I think I'm trying to save up for... I don't know, guys. What do you think I should get? Oh, man, there's a couple guys back here. I mean, I'm helping stall just a little bit, but I'm not too worried about those guys. Should be able to take care of them fairly easily. There's Blaze, Fangs, and Myrmidons all over the place, so you know what? Rain of Fire! Yeah! Rain of Fire right in the middle there. And I got a bunch of extra gold from that dragon as well. So we got a bunch of gold right there, and he's flying away again. Oh, man, but I don't know what I should do. What should I do? Oh, man, let's steal some more gold. Oh, man, what? It didn't let me steal any gold. That was kind of lame. So I guess that counted from last time. Whatever. Anyways, wasp missiles with the this guy right here, the battle mecha. So you got battle mecha with wasp missiles. So that's definitely awesome. But Ulrich died, so that's sad. So what I did was for my upgrade, just in case you guys wanted to know, I actually changed it around so I didn't have fully upgraded mages. I had fully upgraded bombard towers. And by the way, if you did any of the veteran or any of the challenges, you're gonna have more stars than me, so you should be way better off than I am. Feel free to do those, but I wanted to make it easy for everybody, so I even went with less stars than other people probably have. And, you know what? Battle mechas, late game, frickin' sweet. So you want to get as many battle mechas as possible in the late game, or at least as many artillery towers as you can. I have a solid air defense, I have a solid defense overall, but getting a lot of wasp missiles and a lot of battle mechas helps out a bunch. One battle mecha does help out, but if you get like 3 or 4 of them, there's just like nothing that can get through. The only thing that can get through, oh man, we gotta get this gold. Get this gold before that dragon goes away. The only thing that can really get through battle mechas and dwarfs and stuff like that is brutes or flying guys. Brutes are kind of strong, but usually there's not enough of them to actually get through. So now everybody's just killing all my guys. All the skeletons are basically dead. Ulrich's like almost dead, but I got wasp missiles and a rain of fire. So I used my rain of fire actually on the Myrmidons up there. Help do some damage to those guys. I'm not too worried about the Blaze Fangs because I have a lot of arch towers and stuff like that. I just don't have enough magic. Look how much magic I have. I just have that one Necromancer Tower. And yeah, just stealing some more gold from the dragon. It obviously helps out a little bit. It's not super intense. Also, one of the cool things is that the battle mecha doesn't get hurt by the dragon's fire. So that's definitely extremely helpful. Because the battle mecha is not on the tower spot, it's its own tower spot thingamabob, I guess. So, anyways, you want to kind of pile your battle mechas in basically the exact same spot. If you notice, we have a bunch of skeletons there, a bunch of staller guys right there, and holy crap, here's the Quetzal. So I guess that's what it's called. It's super duper duper fast. Has a reasonable amount of health, so you know, slightly problematic, but overall usually not too bad. Especially because you know what happens. Even though you have those 2 battle mechas and they cost a lot of money, you do have wasp missiles, and wasp missiles do actually do damage. And now we have 3 battle mechas, soon to have triple wasp missiles. So anyways, what I love to do is I love to get crazy amounts of wasp missiles, and even though it kind of causes lag for me when recording, I know it sucks, guys. I can't really do too much about it. The wasp missiles just cause a lot of lag for me. But they are are freaking awesome. If you have the bombard upgrades all the way, it makes it like $200 cheaper to get like those 2 sets of wasp missiles. And here's the savant, so it has a ranged attack, slow speed, and it summons saurians. So you have to be slightly careful against these guys. If you ever get a bunch of savants coming out at the same time, they kill guys, any reinforcements, they kill Ulrich and all that stuff, and they spawn a bunch of guys that kind of run through your defense. They spawn a lot of night scales and darters and things like that, which can be very problematic if you don't have a solid defense in the back corners. So you got to make sure you have those. Feel free to use your rain of fires on them as you wish, but I'm kind of going to wait a little while on mine or see when I can use mine a little bit more effectively. So what I did was I actually sold my mage tower down there. I feel like, you know what, an arch tower is probably a little bit better than that. I can't get strong enough mage towers down there, or maybe I'll get some barrages or something like that for a little bit later in the game. Be much more helpful than just a silly little 3rd tier mage tower or something like that. So we have more wasp missiles going on, and like I said, a little bit of lag here. Hopefully you guys are following along. Hopefully it's okay for you. And if you notice, the wasp missiles just do crazy amounts of damage to all the... They always aim the first guys. All they have to do is have guys in its range, and then it'll aim a lot of the first guys in like the entire map, which is very, very awesome. It doesn't even have to be reasonably in their range. So I use my rain of fire right there on all of these brood guards trying to get... There's a lot of them coming down there. It's kind of a problem too, because you really don't have very many tower spots in the bottom. And Saurians, brutes, and all that stuff, I sent them out early, but I wasn't too worried because of all my wasp missiles and all the sweet action that I'm going to have a little bit later in the game. Now, these brutes are kind of strong, so what I did was I just decided to rain of fire these guys right here, the savants. I didn't want the savants to make too many more guys and have my towers get distracted and attacking the wrong guys and actually do no damage overall. So I rain of fired that guy, and then now I have to kill the brute. So I have a bunch of monies. What am I going to spend the monies on? I think it's time for another bombard tower. Let's get quadruple wasp missiles, super action going on right here. No, you know, screw it. We'll get a dwarf. So we got a dwarf here with a furnace blast. I feel like this spot is a reasonable spot for a dwarf because look at how many guys it can actually affect. Now, it doesn't have full range across the entire thing. I would kind of like to be where the Necromancy Tower is. The Necromancy Tower is going to help out a lot for the making all the guys get stalled in the dwarf's range. So I also got the furnace blast for this guy, and the furnace blast doesn't do extreme damage, but it helps out a lot for some of the weak guys. Doesn't do quite as much damage to the stronger guys. But if you notice, all my the brutes are kind of like all lined up right in the middle there, and all you have to do is, you know what, if you get the chance to, rain of fire them. But I don't even think we need to. Should we? I'm not sure. You know, I don't think we need to right now. But we could easily do it if we wanted to. So, anyways, I'm just like, you know what? It's time. Let's just wait for these brutes to die and furnace blast the crap out of them, wasp missile the crap out of everybody, and we're doing fantastic right now. I really don't know exactly what to do. Kind of late game here. You just be slightly careful with the back. I know, like I said, you should probably get some sort of staller tower in the very, very back, and then also some crossbow fort or something like that in the back. And I'm trying to get my battle mecha over in this corner over here, and I finally got it. So there we go. Now I have like four battle mechas right there. 4 solid battle mechas right there, all with wasp missiles. So that's freaking awesome. Look at all this wasp missile action. I guess I'm not liking that much right now. That's pretty good, I guess. And the good thing about that is that even though those guys have a lot of defense and armor and stuff like that, you can honestly, so we're going to rain of fire, and then guess what? I feel so good about my defense right now that I could just send out the next wave if I wanted to. I really feel like that would be okay. So we'll just send it out. I'm not too worried, you know, by the time anybody even gets over here. There's a couple brutes and stuff, but I think we'll do a lot of damage to all these guys, especially with my dwarf there and all these crazy amounts of wasp missiles. And then with all your extra money, get some upgrades for your random crossbow forts over here. So we have a bunch of crossbow forts with not really too many upgrades, so you can feel free to get that extra upgrade that's going to not really increase your range of the artillery too much, because they really don't care that much about the range, you know. It's not like a dwarf tower where you definitely want to get the range up. But you can get barrages. Get barrages, you know, all over the place. It's going to help out versus the night scales, help out versus pretty much everybody. So you get the Falconeer or whatever upgrade that thing is. Falconer. If you get that upgrade, it helps out with the range just a little bit. You know, not super important, but obviously when you really don't care that much about exactly what's going on, just you want to upgrade stuff and you want to spend your gold as fast as possible, it's probably a bet. That's probably a good bet. So now I have all the towers basically fully upgraded, and I'm just gonna, you know what, I'm just gonna rain of fire. So I rained a fire over there by the savants, and the reason why you want to do that is because they create armies, and if you can kill the guy that creates the armies, you don't have to keep killing the armies. You can just stop the armies from getting made. And yep, just super crazy amounts of explosions going on right in the middle of the map. I know it looks crazy right now. You probably don't even know what's going on. You just see a couple little exclamation points going on the bottom there. But but that's because I had to scroll a little bit to actually see what I wanted to see. And we ended up with a bunch of extra gold here. If you notice, the artillery is just doing fantastic. Anyways, that's really all I got for you guys today. So if you like this video, please, please, please press like. I definitely appreciate that. If it helped you out, fantastic. If it didn't help you out, let me know why in the comments. If you haven't subbed yet, please go ahead and do that. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.